Hello. Is this Mr. Gambino here with a new stream? And this stream I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Grand Theft Auto 9. And yes, I know I'm very late with this one. But yeah, there's a reason behind it, but I really don't care to mention it, honestly. I think it's quite apparent if people look around and stuff anyways. But yeah, there's actually a brand new login reward, it seems. It doesn't really appear that they've done it before, and it's the wine coil cap. So definitely pretty exciting to see a new login reward, because they do repeat a lot of login rewards. So I think they've been being better with that with this latest update at least. But yeah, main feature with the event week obviously is the stunt races, the 8 new stunt races, which they already really pretty much mentioned with that Rockstar Newswire talking about the Grand Theft Auto 3 20th anniversary, almost said 10th, but yeah, 20th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 3, and also some hints at the next update for GTA 9 and then Red Dead Online. Okay, apparently it's going the wrong way. But yeah, going to event week highlights, there's 3 times money RP on stunt races, and then also 2 times money RP on Simeon missions, and then also 40% off the Mammoth Thruster and more. So yeah, triple money RP on stunt races, not surprising obviously since there's brand new stunt races. 2 times money RP on Simeon missions. I did want to say Premium Deluxe Repo work on there, but I kind of ran out of characters to use, so unfortunately that's going to have to suffice, but that makes it more apparent at least that it's not just the Premium Deluxe Repo work, it's also the regular Simeon missions as well on double money RP. By the way, this is actually the very last day of the event week, so there's not going to really be much to be able to take advantage of at this point, but still, I'm making sure I never miss an event week stream. I try to never miss one, even if I do like on the last day, I still think it's fine. Since obviously some of this advice can be helpful outside of event weeks as well. And yeah, there's 40% off the Mammoth Thruster. I'll talk more about the Mammoth Thruster when we go into the discounts more in details. But yeah, Podium Vehicle for the week, I believe is the Nero Custom for the last day. I don't think they've actually done the Nero Custom before, but I think they've done the regular Nero as a Podium Vehicle before. So yeah, they've done regular Nero as a Podium Vehicle, but they didn't do the Custom until this event week, I'm pretty sure, for a Podium Vehicle. But yeah. Yeah, I'll do my one wheel spin for the week, because most times I don't really care for the Podium Vehicle. I already have practically every vehicle I kind of want at this point, especially with how easy it is to make money on that Cayo Perico Heist now. But yeah. Dang, I almost got mystery. That would have been pretty cool, though it could be some of the worst stuff as well in terms of mystery. You could order get like a E-Cola, I believe. But yeah, Neon Leaves Guffy t-shirt. I'll take it. I prefer clothing over money and RP. I mean, not money. I prefer money over clothing. But I definitely prefer it over RP, obviously. So at least there's that. At least there's that indeed. Yeah, Nero Custom, I'm pretty sure obviously is a supercar. So I'm on Ruffy 1322 spreadsheet here, so I can get information on it and stuff. Yeah, the vehicle is actually on Benny's, I'm pretty sure, because obviously it's a custom vehicle, and you have to do it for Benny's and stuff. You won't find the regular, you won't find the custom on the actual website, but the closest thing I could show on the website obviously would be the regular Nero. So yeah, Nero normally is $1,440,000, but you gotta account for like the upgrade price as well. I believe the least expensive ones tend to have the more expensive upgrade prices. This one being a more expensive vehicle might have a more lenient upgrade price, but still. Anywhere from like 1 to 2 million really for savings, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice you're getting the custom version as well. But yeah. It's one of the many custom vehicles, obviously, where the performance is increased. I believe there's like retro customs, like for example like the Comet, I think there's like a Comet retro custom, and like the LG retro custom. I believe it's like a retro custom, being an older vehicle, I believe it tends to have slower performance than the one that's not upgraded technically. But yeah, Nero custom, I think it's pretty obvious it's supposed to have better performance for the custom version. But yeah, I only want to talk about the custom version in terms of performance. The Nero Custom for lap time, going off of Ruffy 1322 spreadsheet, and it's not included non-raceable vehicles for Supercar class, which is probably like the Vigilante and like the Scramjet and stuff, obviously. But the Nero Custom is 14th place lap time, and then for top speed, Nero Custom is actually 8th place in top speed, so it is within the top 10. It's definitely within the top 10 for top speed. And only like a few placements below top 10 for the lap time. So it's okay, but it's not really that great. Best thing you'll really get out of it is the customizations and being a Benny's vehicle, being a custom version of a Benny vehicle. It's going to have very amazing customizations though. That's the main reason for getting it for sure. But yeah, by the way, I'm not sure, but either the regular or the custom on the Nero, one of those two, I believe has like a dynamic spoiler similar to like the T20, which means if the vehicle gets too damaged, your spoiler's not going to work, but it has that cool like popping in and popping out effect that regular spoilers don't have, obviously. But yeah, premium race for the week. Premium race for the week is taking off for the supercar class. But yeah, top 3 for supercars, it looks to be on like airports. I'm kind of going to assume this one might actually be more on top speed, which is kind of unusual. Most are seemingly focused on lap time, because obviously most races are going to have like cornering and stuff. But yeah, if I recall, top 3 for top speed for supercar class. First place is the P-Fister 811, which is like 1,145,000 or 1,145,000, one of those two. One of those two prices for sure. And yeah, it's been like the #1 since like literally mid-2016, because it's a vehicle from like the Finance and Founding DLC. So, assuming it is truly a mainly top speed focused one, and I'm only going to go over top speed for simplicity reasons, P-Fister 811 definitely would be the way to go. Number 2 for top speed for the supercar class. That would go to the Devastate 8, Principe Devastate 8 if I recall right, which I go over the supercars. All-time top speed typically every single week for like the regular time trials. But yeah, Principe Devastate 8, $1.7, $1.8 million. Not really reason to get it over to Peepster 811. God damn it, my throat's for fuck, god damn it. And then finally, in third place for top speed for supercar class, for top 3 of course, is the Banshee 900R. It requires upgrading the regular Banshee, which is like $130,000 I believe, which you can find on Legendary Motorsport I believe at the like way bottom. Or, even better, you could go on Benny's, because that barely has any vehicles on the website. Yeah, Banshee 900R, you have to have the upgrade one, of course. But yeah, upgrade price, for, like I said, for cheaper vehicles, I believe the upgrade prices tend to be more expensive for the cheaper vehicles, particularly. So it's probably going to be like around $1 million just for the upgrade price in the stock like vehicle and stuff. So it's probably not really worth doing that over the PFIS 811. And yeah, in today's Cayo Perico Heist, it's so easy to make money now. At least currently it is. Assuming they don't make any changes, obviously, with the next update or something. See here, I'm trying to find that regular. There it is. But yeah, regular time trial for the week is Observatory, which is actually a very interesting one. Definitely think Observatory is one of the more interesting time trials for sure. Reason being is you actually kind of have to take the like paths from like the Cayo Perico mission. But yeah, I believe the ideal way of going on this one is going through like the path from like the Cayo Perico mission from the story mode, which requires you going through like the off-road trails, and then there's like all kind of like storm drain kind of things or something to go through. So yeah, it's a very interesting one. But anyone who's familiar with the mission Cayo Perico in the story mode, that's basically the route you have to take for this one for the best possible time, I'd imagine. That's probably the most efficient way to do it. So yeah, very interesting time trial, like I said. But yeah, I'll go into lap time for supercar class. But yeah, for lap time for supercar class, there's the Progen MRS for first place. Progen MRS like 2.7, 2.9 mil or something. One of those two for the stock vehicle. Number 2 for lap time for supercar class is the Benefactor Krieger, which is like 2.5, 2.7 million, one of those two. If I recall correctly on the prices of those for sure. And last but not least, I believe is actually the Ducati Wagner. That one kind of changed in between the Cayo Perico Heist for some reason. But yeah, for some reason that one kind of changed throughout the Cayo Perico Heist. You'll see it was S80RR for third place, but then suddenly it was Ducati Wagner for some reason. So I guess they kind of nerfed S80RR like through hotfixes or something. And yeah, S80RR, I mean not, it's no longer third place. But yeah, Ducati Wagner is from like the gun running update, like 1.5 to like 1.7, 1.8 mil, I think. Which, yeah, it's significantly cheaper than the other two, but again, in the days of Cayo Perico Heist, you might as well just go for the most expensive one. It's probably only going to take, like, another Cayo Perico Heist or two. But yeah. Then into motorcycles. Again, for simplicity's sake, I want to go over a lap time. Since there is going to be the very slightest bit of cornering for sure on this one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, first place for lap time for motorcycle class is the Nagasaki Shotaro. Nagasaki Shotaro is $2.3 million. Something like that. And for Nagasaki Shotaro, I believe you have to play a match at deadline in order to unlock the vehicle. Doesn't matter if it's a win or lose situation, you just have to play a match at deadline, I'm pretty sure. And thankfully there will be new maps at deadline coming out at some point pretty soon. I forget if they said it was going to be the next event week or not. So yeah, it might be the next event week for more deadline modes or something. But yeah. When Nagasaki Shotaro going forward or backwards with the stick for best possible speed. As if you're doing wheelie or stoppy. Or you just don't need motorcycle, you can choose going forward or backwards for that speed boost or whatever. Most, like 95% of motorcycles in the game you have to do backwards with stick as if you're doing a wheelie for best possible speed, even if it's not like an actual wheelie. Even if you're just doing back on the stick, you'll get some sort of boost, I'm pretty sure. Obviously you get the most boost if it's a proper wheelie for 95% of motorcycles. And yeah, number 2 for lap time for the motorcycle class is the Shizu Hakuchou Drag. Shizu Hakuchou Drag is like $800,000, $900,000, something like that. Also from the Bikers update, which is late 2016, just like with the Nagasaki Shotaro. Yeah, Hakuchou Drag always 1 and 2 motorcycles in the game where you have to actually lean forward with the stick as if you're doing like a stoppie for best possible speed. But we do only ever one that works always in Nightblade, but I don't really think it's a competitive option. So for some reason you decide to use the Hakuchou Drag. Do keep in mind you have to lean forward with stick, I believe, for best possible speed. So it works very similarly to the ATVs in the game. I believe ATVs in the game, I believe you have to lean forward with the stick for best possible speed. So it works like a ATV kind of for the Hakuchou Drag. From my understanding, and that's just going off of pure memory, not anything on like Bruffy 152 spreadsheet or anything. And finally, number 3 for lap time for motorcycle class is the Body 801. Body 801 is significantly cheaper than the rest of them, being like 10,000 or under. And quite frankly, it's also the only motorcycle that's top 3 in top speed as well, not just a lap time. So if you want a top 3 option for lap time and top speed, then Body 801 is definitely the way to go. Motorcycles are practically always the way to go in terms of a regular time trial. So yeah, Body 801, no doubt. The Body 801 from day one of the game. That's still practically the best option possible to use for regular time trials. But yeah. For guides on regular time trials and in RC Bandito time trials, I highly recommend GTA Men. GTA Men, I believe, does commentary for his like RC Bandito and regular time trial guides. And he does a guide for them, I believe, every single time they release. So if you want some good, consistent strategies, I definitely recommend GTA Men. If you want good time trial guides. GTA series videos works good as well, but they don't have any commentary, so you have to really focus on like what exactly they do and all that. And then finally, RC Bandito time trial. RC Bandito time trial is construction site 1. This is actually one of 4 time trials I actually have a guide for the RC Bandito time trials. The last time I did a video for that series though was like over a year ago, because quite frankly I got pretty bored of it, because there's only one vehicle and there's not like much variety to do. And yeah, not to mention time trials are practically meant to be done over and over again, and then you learn as you go like what to do and what not to do and stuff. So quite frankly I just wasn't too interested in doing that series anymore. Well, like I mentioned, GTA Men and GTA series videos, those are probably the top couple channels I'd look into for some guides if you want to know. Oops. I forgot. I was messing around with my festival buses that I got from like the previous event week or something. Yeah, the Panther statue one, I believe that like discounts on the festival buses, so I literally got all the different variants of it. So like, whoops, I gotta change my audio setting. That's my bad for sure. I completely forgot, yeah, I had like a technology outfit, which is like the nightclub I own, for the like branding of it or something. But yeah, now I believe I go over like money opportunities and like any login stuff and all that stuff. So I'll be looking into money opportunities and stuff right now. But yeah, stunt races again on as a spectator, 3 times my RP, and then 2 times my RP on semi-on missions, both regular and the premium deluxe, I believe that is. And yeah, something I couldn't put on my spectator is that there's actually a 100k bonus for completing a stunt race within the last like day of the event week, of course, since I'm literally doing this early Wednesday. There's literally only like 24 hours left of this event week. So I might as well for a small little 100k, I suppose. But I could play in any new stunt race between when the event week started in June 2nd, aka today, which is the last full day of the event week for Wednesday, June 2nd, which I'm literally streaming it right now. Because of reasons that I don't really care to go into. But yeah. You have the 100k bonus, as I mentioned, and then a Kniss American Legend t-shirt, which I don't actually know if that's new. I don't remember really seeing the design on it before that I'm seeing on the newswire. So I think the Kniss American Legend t-shirt, for those who like to go for all the like clothing stuff in the game, I believe that is a new one. And you get the reward for both the money, I would imagine, and the shirt. Yeah, both. Within 72 hours after logging in on the 7th. So, like, almost all the way through the next event week, kind of, it's gonna be delivered by or something. Alright, yeah. There's only 3 money opportunities, and they're actually all through the pause menu this time. Yeah, starting with stunt races. I know I've kind of already talked about it, but not like entirely in detail like I've wanted to. But yeah, any that start with Stunt are pretty much all the only ones that will be free times my RP. If you want to know like all the new maps, I recommend looking into the Rockstar Newswire. If you want all the new maps, if you want to know what they all are, just go into the Rockstar Newswire. I think it's practically the best way. If for some reason I haven't done a lot of the like ordered ones or something. But yeah, I don't know if you can freely change the class on these, so the map you might want to do might depend on the vehicle class, especially if you're playing against other players. It depends on like how good your different like vehicles are, which I definitely recommend looking into for everyone free to do in a spreadsheet. But yeah, stunt races are not really that great for making money, as you probably expect. Unless you're going against other players, I guess it could kind of be. But honestly, it's probably better to go solo and then like just do a stunt race for I believe like 8 minutes. I believe if I recall correctly, you only have to spend like half the time you typically do in like a contact mission, I believe, to get the maximum payout. So I think it's like 8 to 10 minutes I think you might have to spend in a stunt race if you want the maximum amount of money as a solo player. Which I think double money it's like 16,000, so it might be like 24,000 right now. So like, it could be kinda decent, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Wouldn't really recommend it regardless. But yeah, nothing but the ones that start with Stunt, so literally only ones that start with Stunt will have that 3 times. And then into missions. As you can see, literally any regular Simeon mission will be 2 times my RP. There's a lot of different ones. I have an entire series, in fact, I believe, where I go over all the different like contact missions. So if you want some good contact mission advice, I actually have a really good series for that. And I have an episode for both. I have both parts for the Simeon Deluxe Repo Work ones. So yes, I do have videos on Repo Work and the regular ones, I believe. If you want some good advice. As for any of the repo ones, you'll easily find those just in R. But yeah, it's very easy to find the repo ones. They're all like literally, all the contact missions are literally in alphabetical order, so you literally just have to go to the start of like R. But yeah. Personally, I recommend going for some of the, I definitely recommend going for some of the better like repo works between all the different ones. Repo works are some of the couple different like updated contact missions with like updated like payout methods and stuff. So I believe you can make up to like 23,100 on double money, I think, on this. Actually, no, that's not regular money, I believe, for 23,100. It's like 46,200, I believe. You should be able to make from double money at max. So yeah, you can make some really decent money for sure. And if you're just going to do some for the last like 12 hours, might as well. It's probably like the best money opportunity for this event week. It's probably literally the best money opportunity for this event week, to be completely honest. But yeah, can't recall on top of my head which ones I said were good and which ones aren't when it comes to like my little series that I do on all this stuff. But yeah, really any of the Simeon Repo Work ones are the best. And actually as well, since I'm talking about contact missions, playlists, you can create a playlist of them. But yeah. anything you recently play will actually show up in recently played jobs. Wait, what? You can actually make casino story mission playlists? What? No way. I did not know you can make casino story mission playlists, actually. That's kinda interesting. I don't think you can even do that with the Lamar missions. I might be wrong on that. But yeah. For my little series there, I think I am up to the casino story missions. So anything after that hasn't been covered yet for the series. But yeah. You'd think you could be able to go through like mission, but even though it says mission, you don't find any of them in here. Reason being is that mission has like things like adversary modes and then versus modes as well. But yeah. You basically find adversary modes and like versus modes all over kinds of stuff. If you want to have a contact mission thing, you have to go through recently played jobs, which means you have to actually play them before you can add them to a playlist. But it's worth doing if you want to make money in the best way possible with the premium deluxe reworks and other missions that can go in playlists. God damn, I don't get why my throat's so fucked. I think it's because I eat like a piece of pie and I didn't even drink anything. Because I like drunk all my shit. I drank like all what I was drinking before I even had the pie. But yeah. Finally, it's the very last week in fact, even the very last day, because I'm already doing this on June 2nd for 3 times money RP on Motor Wars. But yeah. I either recommend doing Motor Wars or the Simeon missions for sure. I think Stunt races, honestly, will be the worst of the money opportunities, even on a triple money RP. Because obviously, if you're playing with other players, you're most likely not going to win every single time and stuff. Motor Wars, it's at least in teams, so you have a lot more of a chance of getting a win on Motor Wars compared to with Stunt races. And technically it's 3 times compared to 2 times on the Simeon missions, so technically you could be making more money on Motor Wars. So between the money opportunities, definitely either Motor Wars or Simeon missions. For last day of the event week again, because I'm so late with it after all. But yeah. Probably one of the better event weeks for sure with the Motor Wars 3 times money RP. That's been a thing since like late April or early May or something. I'm trying to make sure it covered everything for sure in terms of money opportunities. But yeah. For more login rewards, like I mentioned, there's the wine coil cap. Which actually I do kind of want to check it out because it was a new one apparently, so I do want to check that out really quick. really quick here.
How's it going? I don't know why I even bother. I barely make enough to buy weed, let alone pay rent.
But yeah. But yeah, there's a new wine coil cap. And they were cool enough to make a front and a backward version, because I think in the past they haven't done backward versions. As you can notice, there's so many more forward versions than there is backward versions. That's pretty good to see.
I really don't want to be here today. Hasta luego.
And then there is one last thing in terms of like a login reward, kind of. Oh, alright, I can't even do the Avenger because of the Kosaka, that's right. But there is the hunting livery, I believe, for rank 100 plus players for the Avenger. And I think it said it gets delivered like sometime like after June 7th, like it did with other things on the newswire. So yeah. You have to be like ranked 100 plus. It's one of those more like veteran things they're doing, which is pretty cool. Finally, they've finally been rewarding veterans kind of within like the last month, which has been pretty cool. Even if it's just a simple livery. But I think it's like a hunting livery or something for the Avenger, but I think they've actually released it before. So I think it's more so for those who might have missed out on the hunting livery of the Avenger in the past. Because I think that is actually a livery they've done before for the Avengers, the hunting one. So it's not actually new, so it's kind of just another chance of getting it if you didn't get it the last time it was available, whenever that even was. And yeah, speaking of the Avenger, it's also like 35% off right now. 35% off for the vehicle and its renovations as well, or at least the more important renovations, not the like cosmetic ones necessarily. And apparently you can actually pick up the firework launcher and ammunition for an off-season free of charge until June 2nd, so I guess apparently they brought back the firework launcher for some reason for the event week, which is pretty interesting. So for those who for some reason didn't do it for this last day, might definitely want to do it for sure. And yeah, I believe it's just discounts left to cover now. And as I usually do, I'll start off with property discounts first. So it seems like facilities are 40% off as well as their renovations. So for example, if you want the cheapest facility, so it's $1,250,000, it's $750,000 with 40% off, I'm pretty sure that is. And yeah, still have pretty cosmetic stuff like the style, graphics, lounge. Those are basically all the fully cosmetic ones. The rest of the half are not as cosmetic. Orbital cannon, yes, we know orbital cannon of all things, of course, is 40% off. That's if you want to like ruin someone's day just with a simple press of a button kind of and stuff, as long as you don't mind spending like 750,000, whatever it is, for like the automatic shot, most likely you'll probably want to do. So yeah, that campus renovation is on 40% off discount. Security room allows you to call like strike teams, I believe. You can call like strike teams on people, but you probably won't really be using that, to be completely honest. It's not really all that useful. It's kind of like another set of like mercenaries in the game. So if you want to do that kind of thing, you might as well just use the mercenaries from like Meriwether on the phone. You don't really need to go like all the way to your facility, just do something like that. It's probably not that worth it, but there's 3 different levels of them, I believe. I believe there's even like a free one or something, I forget. Not really my cup of tea for the most part. I don't know, I kind of like messing around with the strike team on rare occasions, but yeah, it's not really that great. Apparently it does actually come with a gun locker though, so I guess that's how you get your gun locker if you want a gun locker, but obviously other properties have that as well. And I know like the nightclub, I think, for example, maybe even the Kasaka as well, has a complimentary nightclub. I know that nightclub, I believe, for sure does have a complimentary gun locker. And yeah, it probably has like ammo, like minigun, or like sticky bomb, stuff like that, if I recall. Lots of very small stuff. And sleeping quarters is if you want to spawn in the facility. Exterior the facility has the Avenger, the Thruster, and all other kinds of good exclusive vehicles. I think the sleeping quarters is actually very worth getting for this property. So to be fair, if you have an active like Doomsday Heist, it's not necessarily the most like necessary thing to do, obviously. Alright, so it looks like I'll go into the discount for the Avenger. So again, last day of the event week, so for anyone who may somehow come across this, you might not even hear me talking about it, of course, because I'm already doing this on the last day, doing it very late and stuff for reasons, but still. I'll start, since it's kind of a property, I'll do the Avenger right now. But yeah, stock price of the Avenger is 35% off, but I can't really show that off, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, yes, I already own an Avenger. And yeah, cosmetic stuff is fully priced still, which I think literally is just the interior. Gun turrets. Gun turrets are just like the MOC gun turrets, except I don't think you have to get out of like the seats and stuff to actually switch the turret cameras. You can basically control like all the guns from one seat, which is pretty cool, as long as no one else is sitting in the seats, obviously, so that's pretty nice. Plus being an air vehicle, there's a lot more places it can go compared to the MOC, obviously. So definitely the best vehicle when it comes to those gun turrets, I believe. I believe only MOC and Avenger have those, I believe. Vehicle Workshop allows you to customize certain vehicles in it. concerning you can't do like different bay options like with the MLC, the vehicle workshop's definitely very worth getting for here for sure compared to the MLC. I think I recently actually got rid of my vehicle workshop so I can have that extra like personal vehicle space in the MLC instead. So I think got rid of my vehicle and weapon one and just have a weapon workshop now for the MLC. So compared to MLC, it's way more worth having a vehicle workshop since you can't like change the like interior stuff. Each being has like a dedicated spot and all that. Though to be fair, there is the arena mechanic now for the weaponized mechanic, so it's not really the most necessary thing anymore. So the arena mechanic for the weaponized mechanic might be the better option for sure. Not sure when it comes to cost-wise and all that. And yeah, weapon workshop allows you to customize like 2 weapons and stuff. So if you have an active Diamond Casino Heist, I believe you get a complimentary like weapon workshop when it comes to the arcade. So if you want a complimentary like weapon workshop, obviously you just get an arcade and then just have an active Diamond Casino Heist. As long as you have some sort of active Diamond Casino Heist, I believe you have a free weapon workshop essentially. So it's kind of a waste if you don't care to collect all the weapon workshops in the game. And yeah, the Avenger. And yeah, the Avenger, when it comes to a combat situation. In combat situations, the Avenger's kind of the most useful of the different vehicles here, because obviously you're limited to sea with the Kosaka, even though it has like the air like guided missiles, it's still restricted heavily off of the sea. MLC, when it comes to combat's not that great, same with Terabyte, because it's still limited to the ground, can't go into vast areas of the sea, and still like attack above it and all that stuff. So in terms of combat situations, I kind of feel the Avenger wins in terms of those vehicles. But when it comes to purpose, the Avenger has the very least purpose between all 4 of these, I think, for sure. MLC gives you exclusive access to the mobile operations, which mobile operations you do to get the different like gun running like trade prices for the different gun running vehicles. So if you want like the trade price for like the weaponized Tampa and the like EPC and half tracks, stuff like that, that's basically what the MLC is useful for when it comes to making money and stuff. Having an exclusive money making opportunity. For an exclusive money making opportunity, the Terabyte has client jobs. Client jobs are kind of better VIP works, essentially. But yeah. Terabyte's essentially like a better, but yeah, client jobs are essentially better VIP works. So they pay like 30k instead of like 20ish normally, I believe. So pretty nice for Terabyte. For a couple best client jobs. And yeah. And yeah, the Kosaka being the latest one gives you access to the Cayo Perico Heist. So when it comes to highly exclusive money opportunities, the Kosaka one's for sure giving you access to a like 1 million plus easy heist every single time when it comes to the amount of money you can make. And yeah, the Avenger, it doesn't have any sort of money opportunity that only it can do, or only it can provide. You can't do mobile operations center. You can't do mobile operations without MLC. You can't do client jobs without Terabyte, and you can't do Cayo Perico Heist without a Kosaka. At least as a host, obviously. Avenger doesn't have a money opportunity tied to it whatsoever, so in terms of practicality, it's kind of the least useful for a making money kind of situation. But yeah, now to go into the rest of the discounts, which is mainly vehicle discounts. But yeah, Renault does not seem to have any discounts. I think Benny's actually has a discount right now though, and it's a custom version I think, so it won't actually be on the website, but I'll make sure it's pretty obvious. Even though it's pretty much the last day of the event week, I'll still go over it, obviously. But yeah, the Bravado Gauntlet. The Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom. I'm guessing that's the classic one right there. You know, it kind of just says Gauntlet for some reason. It's probably the upgrade one or whatever though. But yeah. But it's not a discount for the stock vehicle, it's a discount for the upgrade price, which I think would kind of be better, obviously, because you probably want to upgrade it. Assuming it's one of the, like, ones with performance and stuff. But yeah, Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom, 40% off, whereas the Avenger, for example, was 35% off. This obviously would have to be a muscle car, I imagine. But yeah, Gauntlet Classic Custom in terms of lap time, it's 19th place apparently, going off of 152 spreadsheet. Yeah, that's 19th place. So yeah, quite several placements beneath the top 10. So yeah, not really that good in terms of lap time, unfortunately. Not anywhere in the top 10. Gauntlet Classic Custom though, for top speed is actually 2nd place. So yeah, 19th place lap time, 2nd place top speed. Gauntlet Classic Custom just being within the top 3, I feel, for top speed makes it very worth getting actually for the Gauntlet Classic Custom. So definitely can't go wrong with that upgrade price for sure. You'll just have to pay a normal price for the regular Gauntlet though, or whatever. Gauntlet Classic. And yeah, it's one of the newest venue vehicles from Los Santos, some special DLC, so it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's it for this website. Yes, it is. Unless there's a Prime Gaming one or something. I'll check. I'll make sure if the latest has anything or not on the Rockstar Newswire. Alright, yeah. Alright, nothing on the latest. So, Legendary Motorsport. Yeah, starting off, Overflot of Morgan, 40% off. Instead of being like almost 2.2 mil, it's almost 1.3 mil. And it's either a sport car or a supercar. Surely. Alright. Morgan's a sport car. So the Morgan for a lap time is actually 5th place for a lap time for a sport car. So yeah, going off of Ruffy 152 spreadsheet, that's 5th place for the Morgan. And for a top speed situation, top speed for the Morgan. Oh dang. Top speed on the Morgan significantly worse compared to lap time. The Morgan for top speed is actually 68th place going off of roughly 1322 spreadsheet, not including non-raceable vehicles. So including non-raceable vehicles, it's probably like 70th place out of like 77 vehicles. So yeah, not very good at all for top speed. But you are getting top 5 for lap time. You know, lap time is the majority of races compared to top speed. So it can be decent for a lap time situation. I definitely can't see anything wrong with purchasing that for sure. For a performance standpoint. Next is the Infernus Classic. The Infernus Classic also 40% off. And yeah, I think it's like the Vice City version of the Infernus, which is a pretty cool throwback, of course, having the Vice City version of the Infernus. I believe it definitely is the Vice City version. But yeah, I think that's a Sport Classic vehicle. Yes, it is. So for lap time, the Infernus Classic is 6th place. So it's still okay to decent again for lap time, similar to the Morgan for its class. And then Infernus Classic for top speed is actually 12th place. So it's okay to decent at best, especially for lap time again. And at least unlike the Morgan also has alright, or it has the slightest bit of decent top speed. Just a couple placements below the top 10 on its top speed. And yeah, like I said, nice little throwback to like Big City or whatever. X80 Proto. That's 40% off as well. But instead of being like 2.7, it's 1,620,000. So saving 1,080,000, I believe. And yeah, that's definitely a super car. It used to be one of the most expensive vehicles in the game, I believe, actually, as well, until like the last couple updates. Since we've been getting like open-wheel vehicles and like overly expensive like sport car with its non-trade price at least, from the Cayo Perico Heist, the Italian RSX, whatever. Crazy to believe it's no longer one of the like top couple expensive vehicles on this website anymore. But yeah. But yeah, for a lap time, X80 Proto is apparently a 16th place. For lap time, 16th place. And for top speed X80 Proto is 5th place. So, not a bad vehicle purchase actually. You're still getting within top 5 for top speed. So kind of worth the price, I guess. Though then again, you could get the P-11, which is #1 for top speed anyways, for like around 500,000 less, but yeah. Basically saying it's not a bad purchase. Seems to be it for that website. Alright, on to more stock. Starting off with the scramjet, I believe that one's 35% off. So just like the Avengers, it's a 35% off discount, not one of the typical 40% ones. By the way, I believe it does have a trade price, and I believe the way to get the trade price is to win a match of Hunting Pack Remix. It's not like Deadline where you just have to play one and get access to the Shotaro. I think for the trade price of the scramjet, I believe you have to actually win a match of like Hunting Pack Remix, for those who might not know how to get the trade price. But yeah, so that one was 3.5 mil, it's almost 2.3 mil. So definitely some decent savings. And yeah, again, because it has like weapons and stuff, I won't be going into performance, I'll just purely be going into like weapon capabilities and practicality kind of stuff. But yeah, scramjet. For weaponry, it has machine guns, which it's like most vehicles in the game, obviously they're just regular machine guns. There are probably some of the better, like, regular machine guns in the game. I don't think they would be one of the, like, pea-shooter machine guns, like the Night Shark. I believe the Night Shark has some pretty terrible machine guns, for example. Scramjet, I don't think has some very terrible machine guns, necessarily. And yeah. Only other weaponry it has, I believe, is the, like, 30 missiles. I believe that's 30 of the best tracking homing missiles in the game. So yeah, it's one of those vehicles that has some of the best tracking missiles in the game. So some of the most accurate missiles. I believe even the Tundra missiles aren't even the best tracking. I think the Tundra ones are even kind of somewhat lesser than the Oppressor Mark II. So while the Tundra is like the one land vehicle with unlimited missiles, obviously better tracking could be better in certain cases, so could definitely still have its uses over Tundra for sure. Unlike a Tundra, this one has jump boost as well, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. Can definitely be pretty easy getting point A, point B with the fact that it has a rocket boost and a jump boost, I believe. And literally it's a damn like speed racer vehicle, which is pretty tight. Definitely one I highly recommend, kind of, when it comes to fun value. Will you probably be using it to make a lot of money? Probably not, to be honest, because it's still technically a land vehicle. Most great money-making vehicles in the game, I think, are definitely aircrafts. So it's not going to compete with, like, the aircraft in terms of making money, no doubt. But still, can't go wrong with it, for sure. Alright, next is Mammoth Thruster. It's at $2,750,000. It's $1,650,000. But yeah. Mammoth Thruster, actually have a full review and guide on the Mammoth Thruster. My review and guides are not the greatest on the Thruster, because I didn't really have anyone else to, like, test out the Thruster with. So I didn't really get to test out the Thruster the best, because I was doing it as a solo player. But I made it work, kind of. I used, like, director mode to show that the Thruster can actually be kind of invulnerable to, like, some of the smaller missiles in the game. Most of the missiles in the game, it's actually invulnerable if it goes, like, at its top speed, which is pretty cool. And yeah, speaking of Thruster, I think yesterday I watched like Gilly Master's video on it. Or actually I was like, yeah, I think yesterday actually, because I was hella falling asleep yesterday and stuff. That's why I didn't do the stream yesterday and whatnot. But yeah. It's a very interesting vehicle with the fact that it can be like practically invulnerable to most missiles if it's going at its top speed. Certain missiles like the FH-1 Hunter, the Akula, and then like the B-11 Strike Force, even though that one has like limited missiles, I think. Those are a couple of vehicles to have to watch out for. But yeah, I think like homing launcher missiles and like practically most missiles in the game obviously as well. It's practically invulnerable to its top speed. And yeah, between the two weapons, I definitely obviously recommend the missiles. But it's a pretty fun vehicle, but I'm not going to talk too much about it, I feel, in terms of practicality, because I already did a review and guide on it. I think it does enough, I think, for sure. It's a pretty fun vehicle to mess around with. Also, it can also be more decent than even the Scramjet, say, for making money. TMO2 Kanjali. But yeah, TMO2 Kanjali is at 40% off discount. Driver of the Kanjalis is the main cannon. But yeah, driver of the Kanjali gets the main cannon, which has a basic railgun cannon, or it can be upgraded as well. Well, actually, it has a stock cannon, and then it has the upgrade railgun cannon, which gives it more like distance and stuff, I think. However, I believe the like power of it's the same. I believe the more you charge it up, the more distance and stuff you get. Front passenger gets access to the machine gun here. Has 360-degree rotation or something, I'm pretty sure. So definitely pretty nice for what the like tank cannon is not that great at. So if you need like more accurate like shots on like NPCs or something, the machine gun is pretty nice for that. I think it comes with both of those, of course. Of course, if you want the railgun cannon, you need to upgrade to the railgun cannon. I think the machine gun comes stock as well. Otherwise, I don't think it would be on the image here. And then for the back two passengers, you can add like grenade launcher things, which I think might have limited ammo. And yeah, grenade launcher things have very limited like angles you can shoot at and stuff. Not really that great at weaponry, but still crazy weaponry. Definitely the most weaponized tank in this game. And it can take like 7 to 8 like missiles and stuff. But yeah, not really a great money making vehicle because of its like speed and stuff, I imagine. The RCV. RCV is also 40% off. So Sunset 2,350,000 is 1,410,000. And yeah, this vehicle is a huge waste of money in my opinion. Just like literally one thing I think it's that good at. And it's actually one of the premium deluxe reworks actually going to Simeon missions. It's actually burn rate. So the one good thing RCV really can do, in my opinion, in terms of making money, is actually the burn rate contact mission for Simeon, which is 2 times my RP for the last day of this event week. So I guess it can get some kind of use out of this finally if you wanted to. But yeah, basically it only gets access to, well, like fire hydrants. Not fire hydrants, but like water hoses, essentially. That's basically all the weaponry it gets. Besides for like the weapons you can use inside of the vehicle, which is basically just your drive-by weapons. But yeah, not really that great. It doesn't even have explosive resistance, which you would kind of expect looking at it. That would, but it doesn't, apparently. Not really that good, unfortunately. Chernobog. So it's $2,490,000, it's $494,000, so 996,000 savings, I think. But yeah. Chernobog, to use it at all for the weaponry, you basically have to like stand it down or something. So you can't really like, you can't drive with it and use it at the same time, I think. At least not solo, at least. Even then, if I recall, you can't do that anyways. And yeah, and just like RCB has no explosive resistance, but at least the weaponry is way better if you would an RCB. Also, just like the Rhino, you can actually run into vehicles similar to like the Rhino and it will destroy them, I think. So that's kind of a pretty unique attribute that it has. But for making money, it's really not going to be all that great. Alright. I mean, there's like a couple more discounts when it comes to worse stock, at least. And by the way, the Insurgent Pickup Custom, Insurgent Pickup's not actually on discount, just glitched up at the moment for some reason. It's supposed to say free, I believe, but for some reason they all say $0 instead. Since I did that makes the Resort update, I think. But yeah. Rocket Voltic. Yeah, trade price with a discount, you're getting 1,728,000 instead of 2,880,000, and that's with a trade price again. Obviously more expensive if you don't have it. But yeah, Coil Rocket Voltic does have a couple kind of unique money opportunities. So it's one of those vehicles that actually has like pretty unique money opportunities, kind of. And I believe there's two unique ones that only Rocket Voltic kind of do. Start out with this one. But yeah. Gain Rocket Voltic is the access to velocity, where you have to stay at top speed until a time runs out to avoid detonation. And I have a very good strategy for velocity. I think Rocket Voltic actually has one of the better. I think it actually has one of the better like, VMP works actually, even though you're kind of limited to time limit, which kind of sucks, but still. It's 35k normally, and I think with like double money, which they do like on rare occasion for VIP work, it's actually like 70k you can make up to on VIP work being 2 times money RP and all that, whatever it is. But yeah, personally I like to start around like the casino, and I like to just go on the highway. And I don't use the rocket boost on the Rocket Voltic unless I absolutely have to. So literally I'll just go like normal speed, since you shouldn't really rush on the highway because you're going to have to like find out where you need to go every time. So just go all like, just use the gas, don't even use the boost unless you're like in the red or something, where you're about to get detonated. Once you know, like here in Vespucci Beach, don't go over here, obviously, because you'll go off the highway, continue into here and all that. And I think finally, I believe every time I do it, I believe I typically end up around here and stuff. So that's a very good strategy to going from like the casino and just keep going on like the highway and stuff. I mean, that's a very good strategy for sure for velocity, VIP work. And yeah, there's one more exclusive money opportunity that Rocket Voltic kind of provides. If you have a custom version, you can use custom vehicles. But yeah, Rocket Voltic, there's just like 7 different maps for Rocket Voltic races. Say Rocket Voltic races. If you have custom versions of those, of course, you'll be able to do better than other people who might not have custom versions for any reason. As long as the custom option is turned on. So yeah, gives a couple pretty neat money opportunities actually. So it's kind of unique with Rocket Voltic. So I think just for having exclusive money opportunities, it's kind of worth getting, honestly. Especially for those 2 times when our VIP work things. Because it has some of the better paying ones. And I think if you have associates, you can actually have associates collect like air checkpoints. And that actually reduces the timer, I think, on velocity. And you probably still get like 70,000 or close to it on a double money VIP work event. So I think it's pretty worth picking up a Rocket Voltic just for the exclusive stuff. And finally, I believe just the last discount. Yeah, last discount. Because Buzzard's not actually on discount, just glitched up. Hydra. Hydra instead of being 3 million is 1,800,000. Hydra. It's kind of like a copy-paste of the laser, kind of, except it has like VTOL capabilities, which allows it to act like a helicopter and a plane. So you can already toggle on and off on VTOL if you want to fly like a helicopter or fly like an airplane. So it gives it a lot more But it gives it a lot more variety for sure with what you can do with it compared to the laser. So if you want more accurate like shots of like the explosive cannon and stuff, you can definitely go in like VTOL mode. Probably not as fast and agile as the laser, of course, but yeah. Way more worth using than a laser thing for sure. And yeah, it's only like 3 different vehicles of like the best explosive cannons in the game. So it has some very top tier weaponry, so very good for grinding purposes for sure. I think that was it, aside for Prime Gaming, actually. And Prime Gaming, I think all 3 of them are on Southern San Andreas. But yeah. There's 3 brand new Prime Gaming discounts. I'm pretty sure I started this event week. But yeah, pretty sure it's starting this event week for the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started this event week for Prime Gaming discounts. And that's the Sultan Classic, the Vagrant, and then the Patriot Stretch. Wave Vagrant 60% off, and then Sultan Classic, and then Patriot Stretch, those are 80%, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Karen Sultan Classic, pretty sure it's a vehicle with a trade price, so if you want the trade price, I would have to use it as a getaway vehicle in Casino Heist. Don't have to actually use it as a getaway vehicle, you just have to set it as a getaway vehicle, as long as it's like somewhat involved. You don't have to actually like drive it or anything. But yeah. Even though it's classic in name, they have it as a sports car, which is kind of nice, because not every vehicle of classic has to literally be sport classic or anything. Just kind of wouldn't make much sense. But yeah. Sultan Classic for lap time is actually 11th place, so it just barely misses out on the top 10 in terms of lap time. So it's below average to decent, I'd say, in terms of the vehicle. It's probably okay, maybe at best. And top speed for Sultan Classic is actually 48th place, so 11th place off time, 48th place top speed. That's being probably about it as the customizations. And it's probably like a re-release of like the Vice City or like the San Andreas version of the Sultan Classic. I mean the regular Sultan. I actually don't think Vice City had the Sultans. I think it's actually a San Andreas. I think it's actually like the San Andreas one. That's pretty cool. I sold the background, which is 60% off. This one I'm pretty sure is a very good performing one. Instead of 1.6, so it's 664,000 right now. And that's an off-road class, surely. But yeah. Maximum background for a lap time is actually first place. So it's the #1 option for the off-road class for a lap time situation. Though you actually can use certain motorcycles in off-road races, so it's kind of not too worth getting, considering you can just use a motorcycle, which motorcycles probably have way more advantage than like any like more proper off-roading vehicles in the game, because they don't take as much space and all that. And then the background is actually #1 for top speed and off-road class as well. But again, keep in mind you can use certain motorcycles in off-road class. So even then, it's not really that worth getting it in a way. When you can just use certain motorcycles and probably have an advantage over any like traditional off-road vehicle. Still very highly worth getting, I'd say, regardless. And again, keep in mind all these stubborn discounts are only for Prime Gaming, they're not regular discounts at all. And finally, the Mammoth Patriot stretch, which is 80% off, just like the Sultan Classic. This one's SUV, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Mammoth Patriot stretch for a lap time, according to Roughly 1322 spreadsheet, is actually 33rd place, which actually makes it the very worst performing for a lap time situation. And then surprisingly, top speed's actually 32nd place and not 33rd place. So it was almost the worst for lap time and top speed, but it's worst. It's the worst SUV for lap time. Second worst SUV for top speed. So really you only want this one for the customizations. So really you'll probably only want it for the customizations, personal preference kind of reasons. It's not a good performing vehicle at all. It's one of the worst performing SUVs in the entire game. Alright. Seems like that was it for vehicle discounts and pretty much everything on the event week. But yeah, I'll actually do the stunt races here, I think. I don't mind doing some stunt races. Might as well reward them for making a proper event week, for sure. I like when they have like actual content editions, even if it's very small. And I'm not obviously counting like the small stuff like login rewards. Actual new stunt races is kind of nice, I suppose. I'll go in alphabetical order. I know it was like kind of randomly in terms of the newswire. But I guess I'll go alphabetical order. I'll probably go with the default class as well. Alright. Looks like a kind of good bit of cornering in a sense. I guess I'll go lap time option. I'll probably go my Nagasaki Shotaro. And yeah, I'm just going to do them by myself. That's how I prefer to do them. I don't really care to go against our players. I guess I'll just go my default, why not? Alright, got the speed boost. Which I think they actually changed the way that works as the Total Santos Summer Special update, I forget. I think I remember hearing they did. But yeah, I'll just casually enjoy these and stuff, why not? Why not indeed? Indeed. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one's actually pretty interesting. I don't feel other ones are really just crazy, actually. Or Rockstar created. It's actually kind of crazy for a Rockstar created, I think, for sure. It's actually kind of crazy, I feel, for a Rockstar created race. I don't feel Rockstar created ones tend to be this great. That section with like all the like stick things in the way made it pretty interesting, to say the least. Oh dang, yeah, there's still one lap, dude. Oh gee. I did a lot better in that section actually. So I just found like one time through, I guess, for like one lap, and you're practically used to like one very interesting part in it, I guess. I still really like I still pretty much like all the other parts, but yeah. None of the rest of this I feel compares to like all the parts about those like stick like rod things in the middle and all that. I like the very particular boost spots though as well. It's like I think I probably like the second most of this race. And those small little jumps are kind of interesting. Alright, next one I'm looking to go for is bridge to bar. Alright, this one's for the sport class. Again, I feel there's enough cornering where I'll probably go lap time option. So I'll try to look into which sport car I have that'll probably be the best. Okay, I have an Italy GTO, but I don't think I have it customized. Like, I have a custom version technically, because as long as you own it, it technically counts as a custom. But I don't think I actually have it customized. I might go an LG RH8. I might have the LG RH8, which is like 10th place lap time, but whatever. Or not, screw it, even if I don't have performance upgrades, I'll probably just go my Italy GTO as long as it's clearly like customized in terms of color at least. Okay, I just have a basic red on there, so I doubt it's really customized with the performance stuff even. Let's screw it, why not? But damn, I wonder if you could actually really do much with those ramps, actually. Might have to try it for lap 2. I didn't really feel like trying it necessarily on this first lap. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. Damn. Let's go. Oh shit. Damn. I don't know, I'm maybe doing 2 laps on these though, to be honest. Might change it afterwards on this one. So any other ones, I might just do 1 lap. That doesn't really matter to me anyways. I might just do them all for 2 laps or whatever the default ends up being every time, if for some reason it's changing for any reason. Oh, sweet. Wish I did that the first time. I don't think honestly they ain't driving that good right now anymore, but I'll deal with it. I'm only gonna respawn if I feel the need to. Alright, there's arms right up ahead. Apparently. Alright, which one am I going to actually do next? QCI, CA. Alright, cannon, fodder, I guess. Gee, I think I only have 4 seconds left there. I guess that city one and the cluster one, I guess I'll be doing next for the next couple. Custom vehicles restricted. Hold up. Let's. Custom vehicles off. Custom vehicles restricted. Wait, what? Why is it restricted? Or off? I don't get it. Okay, it's a point to points. I don't think there's even a lap time option. I don't think there's laps on it. I think it's just one time through. Oh wait, I didn't look at the map. Okay. I guess I'll see what my off-road option is going to be. If I remember what I have even. So I guess to make it real restrictive for some reason. Wait, there's no custom options? Unless I don't have any of them custom. I must just not have any custom options here, actually. I'll simply go to Vagrant then. Alright, it doesn't seem like it's going to necessarily be too long, unless that's not a very accurate roll record or something. Oh dang, let's go. I don't know why I'm so overhyped sometimes about some of these races, but oh well. Yeah, this one's number 1 lap time and top speed, so it's both rolls when it comes to off-road costs for sure. For sure, indeed. Dang, and that's when it comes to, yeah, I think that's for custom versions though. I don't know if it's the same thing for a non-custom version, to be fair. But yeah. I don't know if it would tackle me first place lap time and top speed if it were just comparing stock vehicles and stuff, not custom versions and stuff. Oh dang. I actually really liked that jump for some reason. I guess because it used a natural part of the map in a creative way, I guess. Dang, there's 100 checkpoints. And I spoiled it. I spoiled it for myself, dude. Dang it. Dang. Yeah, I'm not spoiling it. Damn it. Honestly, I almost thought I was gonna make that one because of how beat my vehicle seems to be now. I was about to be like, come on, really? That's kind of lame. Yeah, I was about to be like, come on, really, man? That's kind of lame. But then I noticed there was a jump at the end, so that's actually pretty cool. Or Rockstar created one, at least. So I don't read the one I just did. Alright, city limits. Alright, actually I have custom memories, so I do that. Hot damn fun. Oh, gee. I don't think I see the next one I want to do here, but okay. Yeah, I think this one's still I need to do. Alright, I'll probably do the Pisswasser Dominator, because I don't think I have a Yosemite. And actually, I don't even think I have a Pisswasser Dominator, because I think it turned into Dominator from the arena or something. I think I have an Arena Dominator actually, so I don't think I have that. I don't think I have Saber Turbo Custom. So I'm doing a click here. But yeah, these world records are clearly fucking bullshit now. You can't get like 11 seconds on that one. I don't know how else to make that 11-second timer. I don't know how you can get those kind of times they show up and stuff. Cayo Perico or whatever. Like it's one that's at a Cayo Perico or something, like Sword Art Online or something. Which actually I think Perico is like the main character or something. Damn it, come on. Damn it. I feel these turns are kind of tight combined with the stunt tracking. I mean, combined with the like stunt boosts. Speed boost, but yeah. Dang it, come on. Probably lot 2 now, I'm guessing. Yep. Yep, indeed. I see, that's Cayo Perico, whatever. They're probably like, dang it, this is boring. They're probably like, dang it, this is boring. I'm just gonna teleport my ass to the final thing so I can watch more Sword Art Online. But yeah, that one person probably wanted to watch a fuck ton more Sword Art Online or something, so they probably were able to just teleport there or something. On like PC or something. This thing that takes from like all platforms. If for some reason it were to take from all platforms or something, I don't know how the old record stuff works, but yeah. yeah, I probably want to watch more of your anime, so you probably just press a teleport button or something. Alright. Smoke up your asphalt seems to be next. Alright, motorcycles again. Alright, just so I'm not using the same one, I think I'll go for my next one down, so I'll drag for a lot of time. Oh shit. Dang it. No, I had too much fun there. Oh. Fucking course that had to happen. Fucking course. Of course, my throat has to randomly fuck up. Has to be fucked up this whole entire fucking stream. And now that just got to happen, of course. Damn it. I won't be fucking up so much and falling off if my throat went fucking dry and shit, but yeah. God damn it, yeah. My throat wasn't so fucking dry. I'd probably would fucking not fall off so much, but yeah. But yeah, fuck yeah, I guess I'll just finish with this one if it wants to have issues on my stream, of course. Of course, I can't stream for a little more than 2 hours for this thing to not fuck up or something. Of course, my stream had to randomly fuck up and stuff, of course. Of course I had to. Of course, I just fucking had to. Alright, finally we're up to... Oh, gee. Oh shit, damn. Oh, damn. Shocked I was gonna stay on there. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking go indeed. Yeah, I think I'm just done here because my stream wants to act up, of course. The quality doesn't want to be good anymore, I guess. So I guess I'm just going to free mode then. So I'm just going to fucking free mode indeed. But yeah. They're just typical like Rockstar created stunt races for the most part. But yeah. Luckily I actually want to change my stream thing for a moment. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for a stream. Did like 6 of the stunt races, I think, which is like double as much as I did for Red Dead. I did like 3 stunt races and it gave me like a complete duplicate stunt race. Plus, of course, the Red Dead doesn't let you just choose whatever stunt race you... Not stunt. Red Dead just doesn't let you choose like what force race you want. So yeah, give me another Cumberland Forest open target race when I already had that, so I just ended the stream. But of course my GTA 9 stream, that stupid internet connection quality currently not sufficient bullshit had to pop up out of fucking nowhere again, of course. But yeah. But yeah. That's how funny we get for the stream, and of course my throat would be completely fucked up for the whole fucking thing for like no fucking reason. Probably just because I didn't get to drink anything when I was having my dessert and shit, because I didn't feel like I was in the mood for it, because I guess I just drunk all everything fucking beforehand. Yeah, screw this stupid internet connection quality currently not sufficient, so that's fine when we get it for the stream. Hope you fucking enjoyed.